What up, YouTube? It's your man, Vinny Chase. Welcome back to the channel. And today we're going to take a minute to look at the St. Patrick's Day celebrations that they have over in Detroit, Michigan, okay? Now, St. Patrick's Day, you know, is a big drinking day. So go ahead and get comfortable because this could get wild. Let's go.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Guinness and Chase. Brand name recognition.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Now, I know St. Patrick's Day is traditionally a big drinking day pretty much everywhere, right? But in Detroit, it's especially special because we have 3 St. Patrick's Days. Like there's St. Practice Day, which is the Saturday beforehand. Then there's actual St. Patrick's Day, which is usually that Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday. And then there's that end cap Saturday, which we have another end of the week party, like a big celebration, right? So let's go ahead and explore all 3 of these things. Let's start with St. Practice Day.
I'm focused, man.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Now, St. Practice Day is probably the same in your city. It's pretty much a bar crawl, okay? And we've got a few of them that go on this day, like in different cities around town. So, you know, the one that I'm going to show you and kind of walk through is out in a town called Royal Oak. On this day, we had the bar crawl. There was probably maybe, I don't know, 8 to 10 bars that were kind of involved in it, and they were a little spread around town. Now, I don't know how the bar crawls work at your spot, but on this bar crawl, you actually come to a check-in spot, right? Like, so maybe there's 3 bars along the way that have a spot where you come and pick up some, you know, costume shit and check your name off, get a lanyard and your bracelet, whatever the fuck, right? So really my job throughout the whole thing is not to be like a party patron. I'm actually working, okay? So I'm the video guy that comes out and collects and orchestrates all the different shots to put together video promotions and whatnot, right? Like, yo, you would say I'm a videographer, but I would call it a video producer because I gotta tell these people what I want out of my shot. Like, I've gotta coach them through this shit sometimes. And you run into some cool characters, and you also run into some strange ones too. Now, when I'm working, I don't really do too much drinking, but every now and then, you know, I might find a group of little tasties that I might want to take a little taste with. All right, so the next thing I want to talk about is the buses, because the buses kind of take us down to the parade on the day of St. Patrick's Day, right? Like they have a big old parade downtown, and then there's a tent party downtown. It's probably like a 30-minute bus ride or 40-minute bus ride, right? But anyway, we link up in the morning in like the big parking lot and get up on the coach bus. And when we get on the bus, they're kind of passing out, you know, drinks and beers because we're not driving. So you can get as kind of sloshed as much as you want to on the way down, you know? Now, we got pretty good weather today, so when we get down here to the parade, you'll see that it's not necessarily so much about St. Patrick's Day, but this is kind of like our pre-spring party, like for the city, okay? So everybody's really outside because we've been cooped up in the house all winter. And this is kind of like good weather day. It's the middle of March. We got like another month until we have opening day, which is kind of like our official spring kickoff party in the city. So this is like a pregame for that. Now the parade doesn't have those big, you know, balloon floats or whatever, but they do have a lot of bands from local schools and like, you know, ride-throughs from local churches or whatever. And they got Miss Michigan down here. I mean, they got some floats, but it's not crazy like the Thanksgiving Day parade, not by any means. It's not that serious, okay? Now that we're wrapping up at the parade, we can kind of slide on over to the tent party, right? And this one actually happens on the grounds at the parade, so we don't have to go far.
First of all, welcome to the Corktown Festival Parade Party.
Now, I don't know what the tent parties are like in your town, but this is pretty much what they kind of look like here when we get outside.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Guinness and Chase. Brand name recognition.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
Now, while I'm having a blast at the same time, you can't forget that I'm actually working.
Now tuned into the motherfucking greatest.
Vincent Chase. Brand name recognition.
Yesterday's price is not today's price.
I'm focused, man.
This is culturally inappropriate.
Okay, so that's St. Patrick's Day. Now, the last thing we got to talk about is the Shamrock Fest. That happens on that end cap Saturday, right? And it's kind of just like another version of the tent party. So it's like we run it back. And the funny part about it is because people that was at that party are generally at this party as well. But people that missed this party are now also at this party. Now, the thing about all these St. Patrick's Day events, like from St. Practice Day to the actual St. Patrick's Day to the Shamrock Fest, like all of these are all-day events. So like that's Saturday, that's like Tuesday, Wednesday, or Thursday, one of those days in the middle of the week, and then there's another Saturday. So for me, it's been a long week, man, because all three of these are all-day events. Like we're gonna be here in this tent until the sun goes down and it's dark outside. Now, usually by the end of the week, I'm pretty worn out, okay? But I met up with some of my friends down here at the Shamrock Fest, and we're just kind of gonna kick it for the rest of the night down at a place called Deluxe Flux. Now, that's kind of like a hipster underground bar in a part of town called The Belt in downtown Detroit. So that's pretty much gonna wrap it up for me, man. Y'all let me know what St. Patrick's Day is like in your city. Leave it in the comments. I'll check y'all out in the next video. Peace.